Hey friends, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and it's Monday night. You know what we do on Monday night? We craft, we create, we make something fun, we chit chat, and just have a good time. So if you're watching replay, just put hashtag replay so I know you were here, and I thank you for watching. I'm hoping that I can see comments. We're gonna see, because you know I'm real leery now that I couldn't see comments a couple of times. Now I'm leery I can't. So we're just going to see if I can see them, and then we're going to get started. Oh, there's Luann. Hey, Luann. Hey, Melanie. Yay, I can see comments. Hey, Diane. I'm so glad y'all are here. Hey, Tina. Hey, everybody. I'm so thirsty, y'all. It's not as hot today here. It's been nice today. It's been like 86, which is wonderful, and the wind's blowing. Hey, Shirley and Carolyn and Lindy. Hello from Australia. Awesome. That is on the other side of the world. Hey, Laurie. What time is it in Australia? Hey, Susan. Yep, from Grenada. You're just an hour from me. Hey, Charisse and Gail. What we're going to do tonight is we are going to do a patriotic mixed media craft, because I had a sweet follower, and I cannot remember who it was, who requested that I do one. Because, you know, I did one at Christmas with the trees and all that stuff. Hey, Colin, there's my son. Hey, Colin. Hey, Liz. Yay, you got the Christmas tree class. Yes, when I came, my base is over here. There was a few left right before I went live. So if you want to do this class, there's only a few of these kits left. So, FYI, thank you, Char. It's from Beware, but it's last year's. Yay, Rose, you're here. Yay. Hey, Kathy. So a sweet follower, asked me to do a mixed media patriotic theme. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I've prepped a little bit. It's 10:30 a.m. Tuesday and cold. Oh, because I think it's your winter there, is it not? And it's summer for us. I'm not totally know if I'm right about that, but hey, Brenda. Thank you, Marcia. And hey, Carolyn. So I'm going to hold my promise, and I'm going to do a mixed media project because somebody asked me to do it. Hey, Sue. Hey, Carolyn. So I did a little prep work today, and I will be putting a printable or a template. I guess not really a printable because you're going to cut it out. A template in the group when I get through, because I'm going to be using that tonight. Hey, Pat. Okay, so I'm just going to I just went in my stash and found a Dollar Tree sign, and I'm going to use this side, okay? And I'm going to take off these little things. Yay, Chris, you got you a kit. Yay. And these little plastic things are not cooperating, so I'm just going to cut that little sucker off because I'm not going to need it. Thank you, Rose. It's last year, but it's from Beware. But they have lots of cute stuff this year, too. And they're all the time releasing stuff. Yay, got your tree, Char. Okay, and this one's a little bit kind of wanting to be a little warped, but it's going to be okay. By the time I get through, maybe it won't be. So anyhow, this is what the little template looks like. I've got you different size stars for you to cut out and use, and then of course the shape of the United States. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Joanne. Oh, Liz, that's okay. It's okay. All right. So anyway, I did a little prep work, but I am going to show you how I did my prep work. Okay. So this is a hot mess. No, it is a hot mess, but I did this yesterday and I let it dry overnight, and I'm going to show you what I did to make, this is going to go here, but I'm going to show you how it's all going to go together. Hey, Nancy. Yay, Jennifer. So if you did get a kit, let me know if there was a place to download. It was supposed to be a little place to download, and also you are supposed to get an email. So, you know, it's like all this technical stuff goes into something like this, and sometimes the technical stuff don't always coincide. So I'm sitting there at 7 o'clock, like crossing my fingers going, please work, please work, please work. So, yes, it is, but it's last year's shirt. It's from last year. Hey, Linda. Hey, Christine. Okay, so let me try to figure out what I need to do first. Okay, let me show you how I did this. This is what I prepped, because of course it has to dry. So I'm going to show you what I did first. So how I did that. And you'll see why I didn't do it directly on the board first. And yay, Claudia. So this is one of those things that this is the way I did it. And then I may get part way into the craft and realize, oh, well, I should have done it another way, okay? So we're gonna see. But this is how I prepped for it, because I knew, hey Diane, hey Andrea, and Wendy, I knew that I had to prep a little bit, let it dry. So that was the best way I knew how to do it. So I took 2 pieces. Did I do this right? Yes, okay. I took 2 pieces of copy paper because I wanted it bigger than my board. So you can do this whatever size. You can do this on a canvas board if you want to. I just didn't have one, so that's the only reason I use a Dollar Tree sign. Hey Paula. So I'm taping 2 pieces of just regular printer paper, copy paper, whatever kind of paper you want. I'm putting this, I taped them together because I want it to be bigger than my board, okay? Like I said, this may be one of those things where hey Debbie, where I do it and I go, oh, there's a better way to do this, but I had to let it dry. So that's really the one reason I did it this way. But I have a big old dictionary that I bought at an estate sale, and I have old pages. I have music paper that I got there. I have scrapbook paper that's got words. And also, if you don't have any music, you know, Hobby Lobby has scrapbook paper with music on it. There's some more over here. I got a whole pile of stuff over here, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, Lori. Hang on. Let me get all these pieces of stuff. Okay. So I've got all this paper. So what I did was I had a good old time with me and my Mod Podge, okay? My shirt was last year, but it was from Beware Sportswear. Okay, so I took my surface, and like I said, you can use a canvas board, you can use a sign from the Dollar Tree, which is what I'm using, whatever you want to use, and I put it down on my paper that I taped together. Her mouth is good on my end. It's been happening to a bunch of people because I've noticed some crafters that I was watching and like stuff didn't line up with what they were saying. I don't know if it's like a little glitch or something. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw a line, draw around my surface, okay? So that way I know that I need to put all of this paper, this torn paper, I'm gonna take Mod Podge and a paintbrush, and I'm just gonna, you know, brush me some Mod Podge down, and then I'm gonna cover this whole piece, the whole area that's in that square with all of these torn pieces of different scrapbook papers. And you can just choose whatever you want. Like I said, these are dictionary pages. You can use, you know, any kind of book pages, whatever kind of pages you want to do. And I just tore little pieces of paper and I Mod Podged it all down. And then I ended up with this. And of course it had to dry. So this is what I have, okay? And yes, I went back over the top. You know, I'd put a piece down and then I'd go over the top and get it all good and saturated. And it's kind of waffly because, you know, it's been wet. But see, the back's just taped together. But this is going to come into play in just a minute. But I'm going to probably fix it now. Okay, let's see. All right, so here's my board again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my board back down and try to find the lines that I had to begin with. But I did cover them up a little bit with my paper. And I'm going to, Barbara, you love it when you do mixed media. I love mixed media just because you can just throw a whole bunch of stuff on your table and just whatever goes. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's fun. And just do what your heart desires. There's no right or wrong. Okay, so I took, on my dried paper, I drew back out my sign shape again, and I'm going to cut that out. And y'all are wondering, why did she put that all on the board to start with? I'm going to show you. Because I kind of wanted to cut, I'm going to cut out the United States out of this, okay? And I'm going to do something to the board behind it that it shows through. Does that make sense? That was kind of my vision for it. I didn't want to just do something directly on the paper. I wanted to do it a little different, so that was my thought. And I knew this had to dry. So that's how it all came to be. All right, so I'm just cutting out where my sign, so because we don't need all the rest of this stuff, but you can use any size sign or canvas or whatever you want to do. I would just make sure it was kind of hard, because when you start putting lots of layers on your stuff, it kind of gets heavy. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Ellen. No, it is just regular copy paper, and I taped it together and tore all my pages, the little pieces of dictionary and music and whatever your heart's desire. I Mod Podged it all to this paper, and I let it dry. But I know, like I said, everybody's going, why didn't she just do it directly on here? Because I want to cut out, so this is what it's going to look like, hopefully at some point, like that. And you can just do it straight to your board, but I wanted to do a little something different. Patsy, you saw Elvis and you saw Downton Abbey. Wow, awesome. Okay, so I gotta tell y'all, I know I made a post about it, but I went to see Elvis Friday night. And let me just say, if I had a choice to go see the Elvis movie again or Top Gun again, I'd go see Elvis again. It was so dang good. I loved it. The little guy that plays him is fantastical. I don't even know what to say. I mean, he did such a good job. And about midway through the movie, you kind of even forget that it's an actor playing him. You kind of start thinking that it really is him. I mean, it's just his voice, everything. He did a very good job. And it was a very well done movie. Hey, Anita, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so my objective is I'm going to cut out my United States out of this back. Okay, but what I'm trying to decide is I cut it out of my little template that y'all can get. I'm gonna put it in the group when we get done. I cut it out like this. So I'm trying to decide if it's gonna be easier. Hi, Myra. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, Patty, it was amazing. So if you haven't seen the movie, you definitely need to go see it, especially on the big screen. You need to see it. It was just amazing. And the music, and it was so good. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if I want to draw my outline here or draw it here, which, I mean, it doesn't matter, but it kind of does matter. Yeah, Erlene, you got to see the movie. I mean, they said that he prepared for 2 years to play that part. And I don't doubt it, because he did a phenomenal job. I mean, his voice, everything sounded just like Elvis. Okay. So I'm just trying to get it centered. And it really doesn't matter if it's centered or not, but you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get it as close as I can get. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to use my... Where's my special little fun pen? Where is it? Is this it? Yes, my little friction pen. Anyway, so... Alright, so I've got my little template lined up on my piece of all this mixed media. Okay, so, got it down, and I'm gonna actually tape it a little bit because I know it'll come off this Mod Podge. So I'm gonna center it down, and then I'm gonna outline or trace out the United States. Just trying to get it straight. Is that straight? I think that's straight. Okay. Now it won't move. Hey Judy, my shirt's from Beware, but it's last year. So, but they have lots of cute shirts this year. And this is not wanting to write on this Mod Podge, so we're gonna go here. Oh, Tanya's on. Hey Tanya. Yeah, Diane, both of the movies were awesome. Maverick and the Elvis movie, but I'm telling you, even though I waited 30-something years to see the second Top Gun, I don't know, 2 minutes into the Elvis movie, I was shedding tears. Because my mama was a huge Elvis fan, and I grew up listening to him and his music, and my kids did too, and I just, he was just phenomenal. But it was really good. I know, Marcia, you're right. It's been at least 2 years because, we couldn't go see anything for the longest time. All right, I'm just tracing out my United States so I can cut it out. And I guess I wanted the line to be on the inside, I guess. Let's see, where did I start? Okay. But I'm using a little Sharpie because that pen, the friction pen, it didn't want to write on the Mod Podge, I guess. It was kind of a weird surface. So I'm just using this fine line Sharpie. And then I got this little bitty piece that goes in between the Great Lakes right here. I can't leave that little piece out. I mean, I guess it would be okay. Nobody would probably notice if I cut it off, but it's there. All right. I mean, it's going to be a rough deal. All right, so here's what I got. There's my thing. And so I traced it. I know you can't see it amongst all of the writing, but it's there. It's traced. So I'm going to cut it out the best way I can. Hey, Jerry. And I would love to be able to save that piece. So I've got to figure out how to cut it and get it started cutting without like cutting a hole in the middle. So I think I'm going to get started with my little blade and cut a little bit, and then maybe I could get my scissors started. Might be just easier to do this, as long as I don't cut through my table and everything else. But it's a craft table. That's what it's for, right? Oh, Pam, you haven't been since Titanic? Well, you need to go see Elvis. Titanic was on the other day, too. They hit that iceberg every time, y'all. Every time. Okay. So, let's see. I'm just going around. I think this will be just as easy if I just cut with my blade and go all the way around. And remember, it doesn't have to be just perfect because it is mixed media. We can always cover it up with stuff if you mess up on something. We can always cut something. We can put something over it. Ever since he was 2, I know my kids too. My kids, when my mother kept them when I worked when they were little, and so she listened to Elvis all the time. She would put on Elvis and clean house, and so they grew up listening to him too, like I did. But I love it. I've read a lot of books about him. You think they would know that iceberg was there? That's what me and my husband say every time it comes on TV. I'm like, I guarantee you they're going to hit it again. Bless it. That's a good movie too. That was very well done, by the way. I saw it in the theater twice, actually. Yeah, it was. Kelly, you were hoping for a different ending. I know. It is sad, and it's sad. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody that doesn't know, but I mean, everybody knows that he died, but the other circumstances that the movie was about. All right, I'm getting there. I'm about halfway around the United States. Done made a trip around the country today. Just a small little trip. Sweet Home Alabama, Charlene. Every time it's on, I gotta watch it too because it is good. I love that movie. Gina, your kids have always liked Elvis. Just the whole story in general, and it's really good. It shows, you know, his roots and everything of how he grew up and all that, and it's so good. Uh-oh, am I missing a part? Let's see. No, okay. We'll go right here. I gotta figure out where I left off. The paper's so busy, it's hard to see where I left off. Marjorie, I know, I have too my whole entire life. I don't think I had a choice. I don't think I had a choice. My mama was determined that we were going to be Elvis fans. Like when I first heard about it coming out, my oldest son texted me and he was like, "Hey, have you heard about this Elvis movie coming out?" And I was like, "Yep, I'm going to go see it." And he's like, "Wonder if it's going to be good." I was like, "I don't know." And so yeah, I told him after I went and saw it, I was like, "You got to go see it." So hopefully him and Paige will go see it. All right, coming across the top. We're almost done. Cutting Canada out. What's that little piece look like right there? All right, here we go. Some little spots that I missed. I think that was faster than scissors. Wow, Vicky, you're lucky to get to see him in concert. Of course, I was a little kid when he died. I was 5. I mean, I can remember the funeral and stuff on TV and stuff. I mean, I remember little glimpses about it. But, you know, I was a little kid. Okay. And now I'm up here close to Memphis, that I live up here. I've actually been to Graceland several times. Pretty Woman, yes, and Legally Blonde. Okay. So I tried to just save this middle part because this is cool too to use. Look. So this can be used in another piece for something else. That's why I didn't want to jab a hole in the middle and then cut up to the edge. And I did actually lose my little piece of that goes in between the Great Lakes, but I can get it out. This little piece. That little piece. But here it is. Okay, so I'll save this. But I mean, this is cool on its own. So I'll save that for something else. I'll put that over there in my little scrapbook paper stuff, and I'll save that. All right, so this is what we have. This was my idea, was that I wanted to put stuff behind this, not on top of it. Just trying to challenge myself to do something a little different. Yes, Carol, I will, because it's cool to use too. That's why I was trying to take care of it and not mess it up. So let's see. I think I'm gonna go over this with some white paint. Expecting your first child when Elvis died. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm real surprised they didn't wait and release it like on the anniversary of his death or something. That's what I was thinking. Oh, Charlene, you went to Graceland when it first opened? Now I've got crummies all over. All right, so let me do this. Let's do this first. I'm gonna, so I'll know exactly where to paint. I'm just gonna lay it down and just mark a few little spots so I'll know how big an area to paint. Does that make sense? Okay. Is that what did somebody said? I lost the something bridge. Is that what this is? I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it back. Okay. So I'm gonna paint over this whole area white, and it doesn't matter if I get out of those lines because, you know, that's gonna be on the top. But I gotta get us a good base here. so we can add some goodness in the middle. And it's going to take a lot more because this MDF soaks this up. Coal Miner's Daughter, Kathy. I like to watch that too. That's a Sunday afternoon, rainy Sunday afternoon movie watching day. Oh, Marion, that's awesome. And you live in Memphis and you haven't been to Graceland? Well, I'm going to just get a bus and I'm going to go around and pick up people in Memphis that's never been to Graceland and take them. Because I'm not from Memphis, and I've been to Graceland like 3 times. So you got to go. My friend Kelly that I went to the movie with, she's never been either. And Christy, the other friend that went with us, she's been. So we were like, we're going to take her. We're gonna take her to Graceland. You just got to go see it. All right, so let's see. So I'm gonna let this dry a second with my little heat thing. Oh wow. I have Betty, my mother left me all of his records. I have all of his stuff. You were on your honeymoon. Wow. Hey, Mandy with Western Grace Home Decor. I watched you for a second before I came live. Hey, Lori, you're okay? Oh, Debbie, you got a brother that shares his birthday. That's awesome. I'm just telling you, if you go see it, you won't be sorry. I want to go see it again. All right, so I'm just giving that a quick coat, because whatever I paint on top of that, it won't soak into that MDF board that the sign's made out of. And it's just a Dollar Tree little sign. It's the back of it that I'm using. And I hope the lady that asked me to do a mixed media patriotic, I hope she's on here. Hey, Dawn. Steel Magnolias, yes. Take a whack at Weezer. Gotta love Weezer. Okay. I'm just getting a good coat so it won't show through. Now we just got to figure out what all kind of goodness. Woo, all of my 45 paintbrushes I got piled over here. You've never been and you live in Virginia. Yeah, the Memphis Zoo is nice too. Yeah, Kathy, they have all kinds of stuff now. The planes, the racquetball court, all that stuff is all his records and everything. It's really nice. I hadn't been in... I took Deidre the first Mother's Day after her mother passed away. We did a weekend getaway, and Graceland was on her bucket list, so I brought her to Graceland. She had never seen it. So, like I said, I've been like 3 times. Hey, Carrie. Oh, yay, Carrie's on her way to see Elvis. Also, we were just talking about it. Okay. All right, let me get this dry. All right, so all I've got so far is a white blob and my United States. Okay, so there's my thing. That's what it looks like now, but we gotta do some stuff. So I'm gonna come in again and I'm going to put little pencil marks wherever my pencil went. Oh, here it is. I need to get more than one pencil out here. I had a little mechanical one. Well, I didn't lose it. It ran out of stuff. So I'm gonna put some dots up here just so I'll know how far to go, and just like I did when I painted the white, because now we're going to do some stuff on the inside. Okay, so that kind of gives me an idea, sort of. Okay. So there's my Debbie's been to Graceland. Yay! Christine, I haven't been up that way in a long time. It's not the best area. Okay, so I'd probably stay, like South Haven, somewhere like that. That's like literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Oh, he died on your daughter's birthday. Okay, so there's my dots. I know y'all can't see them. So now I got to decide what I'm going to do. Okay, here, let's do this. I got to put it back because I need to draw off my field of blue here. Dawn, no, I didn't draw the map. It's going to be a little template. I'm going to put this in the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal group so y'all can cut your own out. And when I cut it out, I cut out on the top of the black line. That's how I did it. But you can do it anywhere you want to. Let's see. So now I need to, I'm going to do it like a flag if you haven't guessed that yet. So I'm going to kind of sketch off where my field of blue is going to be. See if that looks kind of proportional. Let's do it a little smaller. Okay. Just roughly. And then I'm going to do my stripes. You know, just roughly. I'm just trying to get an idea of what I want it to. Because once you take the template away, you can't tell anything. It's kind of like, oh, what in the world? Okay. So you can see now what I'm doing. So it just looks like a bunch of, you can see it, lines in a square. It is. It's a wonderful place to visit. It is. It's really neat. Okay. So I've got this. This is cherry red. It's like a darker red. And then I've got true red. I don't know which one I'm going to use because one's a lot darker. And then I've got, this is true red. So look, this is true red by Anita's. And this is true red by Deco Art. Totally different colors in my opinion. So I don't know. I'm going to go with true red by Anita's. I like that color. It is interesting, Vicki. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say about it, but it's very interesting. All right, so let's see what I'm going to do. Because I don't know, y'all. I'm just making this up as I go along. Yeah, they had to close it because of bed bugs. Oh, Terry. Oh, goodness. No. So don't stay at the hotel. We don't want the bed bugs. Okay. So I'm going to paint my stripes. I hope this looks good. And I'm not being meticulous at all about how straight they are or anything. I'm just going to go with it. Looks more like pink. Looks red now, right? Okay. So I'm just painting along my little lines that I made. And like I said, I'm just roughly going with it. I got kind of a wide brush. So mixed media, when you think about it, it can be anything you really want it to be. You can use paint, you can use paper. I think that needs to be red up here. But it can be fabric, it can be anything that you want to put on here. I was just making sure that was going to look right. So, big gob of paint right there. So don't feel like you're limited, that you've got to use a certain thing or you can't use a certain thing. You just do what you want to do. But you see now why I painted the white, because so the red and this blue, it wouldn't just soak into this MDF, this board. Just gave me a nice background. Plus my little white stripes are already done. All I gotta do is the red ones. All right, so I got that on there. Okay. So I don't have to do as many coats because that white helps us. I remembered it this time. It's awesome already. All right. I gotta get my big gobs of paint. I hate it when the paintbrush does that. It leaves like a little wake of paint is what I call it. Like a little gob on the side. So I'm just kind of roughly going back over them. But if it looks, you know, looks kind of shabby, that's okay. That's kind of what I want it to look like. So I'm kind of letting my paintbrush drag on the edges of my stripes where it looks kind of draggy. That's what I'm trying to get it to do now. It'll do it when you don't want it to, and then when you try to do it, you can't get it to do it. Okay. All right, so let me dry that real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. There went about 4 more paintbrushes on the floor. Oh, thank you, Regina. Okay, so this is what I have so far, just white and some stripes. Nothing fantastical just yet. Is that a word, fantastical? I just made it a word. Thank you, Susie. Oh, it's a beautiful, the Peabody. Yeah, the Peabody's beautiful hotel. And you gotta see the ducks. Gotta see the Peabody ducks. But the lobby and everything is gorgeous. Okay. All right, so this is what, let me put my, I promise you I have like 45 paintbrushes in a pile, and every time I set my heat tool down, they all just fall off the table. Okay, so this is what I have so far, and then we're gonna start working on the rest of it. Uh-oh, I missed a red spot. So that's what I got so far. I gotta get the bottom of Texas, but then we're gonna work on this. We're gonna put a whole bunch of other stuff on here, so y'all don't go anywhere. Let me get Texas down here. The tip of Texas. Can't forget about old Texas down here. Okay. See, some of my stripes, I wanted them to look like this. That streaky look. I wanted it to look, I don't want it to look perfectly straight. Does that make sense? Old book. Oh, yeah. Okay. She's telling her what I did. All right. So, all right. Let me put that down. Now, fun part. I got to do this. So, this is going to be one of my little concoctions, I guess, is a better word for it. This is going to be, what did I use? I used this. Okay, so English Navy, not Ivy, Debbie. English Navy. This is, y'all know if you've used it, it's kind of thin and it's real see-through. But I also have Navy by Craftsmart. So I knew no. Oh, I was waiting for somebody to see that right there. I'll show it to y'all. I'm just playing around trying to figure out what's coming next. And I cut him and painted him the other day. And then this is ultramarine. So I didn't want it this color and I didn't want it that color. But I kind of wanted a mixture of the two. And then I'm going to get a little white. Good old Texas. Come on, white. Alright, so I've got a big paper plate because I'm out of my little ones. So I've got white and then I've got those 2 blues. So I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do on here. Because I'm not going to do stars. We're not doing anything like that. We're just doing something way out of the box. And I told y'all I cut stuff a lot when I am getting ready to offer things. And do y'all like this little guy? I just painted his little hat. So he's got little shoes. He's got a little stand with 2 pieces of a stand. But I just cut him to see, because I buy files all the time, and cut him to see how I liked him. But he's got like a little hat piece and a nose, and he's got shoes. Look at his little heels of his shoes. Ain't he cute? And then I kind of painted him like fall. So that's how that was supposed to be fall. Isn't he adorable? So yeah, he may be coming soon for fall. Believe it or not, you know, I have to think like 60 days ahead, which is fast enough as it is. So, all right. So I'm going to get, because these are going to be tiny for my field of blue, I'm going to get a little round paintbrush. And I know y'all probably seen people do these little whimsical flowers before, and that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to do flowers up here. So I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to get a little of both blues on my paintbrush. Just both of them are all on there. And I'm just going to kind of do a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm going to dip it right back into the white and dip it back into the blue a little bit. So I've got it all on this paintbrush. And then I'm just going to kind of make little swirly motions. Because we want a flower, but we don't want it to be perfect. I know that looks like a blob. It just looks like a blob. But it's going to look like flowers. Alright, so now I'm just going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go right next to it and do the same thing. And just don't think too much about it. Just kind of get your color, get your blue, get your white, and then just make little swishes in there. So see, it looks like a... Don't think about it. Okay, yeah, I'll hold that up in a few minutes. Okay, so... But we did that pot thing. We did that... It's been several weeks ago that I did that. But it's titled in my videos. It's titled... Yeah, I cut those with my laser, yes. So I'm just making like a circle. And then I'm getting a little white. And then I'm just coming back in and making a little... Y'all seen people do these little flowers. Nothing perfect. Like that. I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm hoping that all this is... I'm making this one bigger. Hoping this is all going to come together when I put this piece on, and we're going to do some other stuff to it. Oh, the palette? Yes, you can get those at Amazon. So now I'm going to offset this next row. I don't want to do it right up under that one. So I'm going to offset it. Y'all know what I mean. It's not going to be directly under it. Let me hurry and paint these. And like I said, I'm just loosely doing it. And if you want to paint, so I like to paint way down here. If you paint way down here with your paintbrush, you have like real control over your paintbrush. If you want to paint loose, then go way up here with your paintbrush and then just kind of do this. And it's gonna be a lot looser of a painting. It's not gonna be so strict and in line and all that good stuff. All right. Let me wipe some of this paint off my brush. It's all getting mixed together. Okay. All right, so this is what I got so far. Looks like, somebody said blueberries. It looks like blueberries. But hopefully it's not going to look like blueberries for long. So I'm just grabbing some of that, and I think I'll go ahead and just paint all of my little blobs and then come back and add the white. Maybe that'll work better. Just do. Just do it, you know, kind of loose. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's kind of like an abstract flower. It's not, doesn't have to be perfect at all. Let me do some down here. And I'm sorry guys, I'm not looking at comments. Trying to get my flowers. All right, so I got a little bitty row on the bottom, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. See, that's what they look like. Nothing major. They're not perfect in any shape or form or anything. Let me get a little bit of, about out of this navy. Okay, let me get a little of this navy and touch kind of in the middle. And give it kind of a center dot, I guess. Just do whatever you think it needs. Okay, all right. That's easy. Y'all can do that. Okay, so that's what we have. I know that doesn't look like mine, but let's add, where's a little brush? It's gonna be big. Maybe it's this one. Okay, so I'm gonna take some green and we're just gonna put, I know I got a little brush over here somewhere. It's on the floor maybe. I'll stick with this one. Come on. All right, just a little bit of green. This is Shamrock. You can just use whatever green. And I'm gonna dip in that white a little bit. And this is just a round brush. And I'm getting, just kind of get it to a point. And I'm trying to think this green is going to be, hold on, this green is going to be really green. So let's get this color. I like this color better. My fresh, this is called Fresh Fern. I like it a lot. It's not as green. Come on, okay. That green is like John Deere green. It's too green. All right, so this is Fresh Fern by Folk Art, but it's toned down just a little bit. All right, so you make a leaf. I'm gonna press down and then drag out, but pull up at the same time. So it's fat, and then it gets skinny, and you pull up. I'll show you. So you're gonna put it down and then drag up, drag up. That one don't look right. See if y'all can see. So some of that top one's gonna be cut off. So I'm just gonna go in here and put a few little leaves here and there, because that's gonna help it make it look like it's flowers also. So you set it down and then you pick up and drag at the same time really fast, like one fast motion. It takes a little practice, and mine all don't look perfect, but it's abstract. It's supposed to kind of appear like a leaf. It's not supposed to look exactly like a leaf. Just appear like that. All right. All right, so I got that. So let's see, let me put one right. And you just put them where you think they need to go. So look, I've got little green leaves in there. Now it kind of looks like blueberries with green leaves. All right, so let's see. Now I'm going to take tiny, 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 tiny. Y'all see, this is what happens when you leave your brushes in the water. Don't tell nobody I did that. And I didn't even use any white in that, and I probably will. Okay. Little bitty. This is the fun part. I'm just going to do a little curlies. Y'all see the little curly right there? I'm just going to put a few of those coming out on my flag. That just kind of gives it a little whimsical look to me. You don't have to do these if you don't want, but just gives it a little interest, like it's a little vine or some kind of something. Okay. Does that make sense? So we're kind of not following the rules by staying in the lines. Wish I could paint. You can paint. You can. All right, I'm just going to get a little white on there, and I'm going to go in here and just kind of hit my leaves with it just a little bit. Kind of like a little shine mark on my leaves. And if it's still wet, it'll blend in with that green and it'll do its thing. Because I like it when it blends in with the wet paint and kind of gives you that dimensional look of all the different colors together. All right, so there's that. So that's what that looks like. Okay. Now, I'm gonna dry that, and I think I'm gonna put my, I don't know if I wanna wax this or not. We're gonna put this on, but I'm trying to decide if I wanna wax this part and kind of tone it down a little bit, or what I wanna do. I don't know yet. That heat tool makes me hot. Okay, so this is what we're looking at so far. Oh, y'all, I love it already. But I need to tone down that red, and the red needs to be toned down just a little bit. So I'm either gonna dry brush some white over this red, or I'm going to wax it. So I don't really know what I want to do. I'm telling you, those flowers I promise y'all can do those flowers. They're just little, I mean, look at them. They're just little, that's all. And, I mean, most of that is what the paint does on its own. You've got dark blue, you've got these two blues mixing together, and then you've got the white mixing with it. So you've got all those different hues going on together, and so that creates you've got shadows and you've got highlights, and it creates it all naturally itself. Wax it, okay? I think so, because this is so kind of aged. I think I need to wax it too. Y'all, I get scared when I wax. I promise. I told y'all last time when I did the wax the other day, I get scared when I wax it. But I don't want to wax over my flowers. I'm scared to wax them because they're a little bit wet still. I love it. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Y'all are so sweet. I just wanted to try to do a little something different. All right, here we go. Get that over here. I'm scared. Y'all, I'm scared. Let me get my paper towel and all on standby, because, you know, I'm gonna get scared. All right, so I got my wax. Okay, I'm not scared anymore. It looks okay. Only thing about the baby white is that it takes the red paint off, so you're kind of smearing red at the same time. But it's okay. Just don't tarry. Don't tarry too much. But it is toning it down. Make sure I get it all. Okay. Get my paper towel. I think the baby white takes off more, but it does. But it also, like I said, it takes off the red paint. Yeah, those little flowers can be that easy. Now the question is, should I wax over my flowers? But I'm kind of scared to. Oh, Tanya, the little cutout is going to be a template in my reveal group, because they won't let me put stuff here on the main page, so I have to put it in the group. And you can print it out yourself and cut out the United States. So let's see. All right, so I'm gonna have y'all loving mixed media. All right, so here's what we got so far. Yes, it looks so much better waxed. Okay. Y'all, I'm so excited. This is so stinking cute. Okay, y'all just wait. Hold on. Oh, I gotta get it all fixed. Wait a minute. Okay. What is going on with my red up there at Maine? I gotta fix Maine or something. Okay. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Since I waxed it, it looks so good. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. The wax just did it. That was awesome. Okay. One little spot right there that's kind of bothering me. All right. I'm gonna wax around the flowers. I don't think you're gonna see it, but he looks so good. All right. So, just have fun with it. You know, just get out your stuff, throw some stuff on the table, and just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I think, all right. I think I'm going to, my little baby Sharpie. I had him a minute ago. Here it is. Wax the flowers. Y'all think I should wax it? Really? Just a little bit? Rhonda, I do get excited. I get excited when it looks, it's, you know, when it turns out like, because I'm scared of that wax. Trust the process, Judy, right? Okay, so I'm gonna wax in between the flowers. How about that? Y'all should wax over them. It will look great. Okay, y'all are cheering me on to wax the flowers. Okay. I'm trusting y'all. All right, here we go. I'm lightly doing it because I'm scared. I'll get this clean part and I'm gonna go right back over him. Get it off, get it off, get it off. Okay, I did it. I did it. Don't look too bad. Okay, I did it, y'all. Y'all didn't lead me astray. I trust you. I trust you. Just use your dirty paper towel. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right, now I think, oh, I don't know why I put the top back on there. I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm just, if I can, I'm going to write on the wax. I guess I should have done it before the wax. So if you're going to add some little accent lines with this baby Sharpie, you probably need to do it before the wax. And I'm just doing a little here and there. Up here, down there. And I'm probably gonna wax over that again because y'all know that black looks real, I should have done it before. Doesn't really change it though. All right, so I just put just a few little lines, nothing major, just little accent lines because I wanted to kind of go with the black lines on here. All right, so I think I'm ready to attach this. Now this is the part I'm worried about because y'all know this is kind of like waffled. Is that a good word? Because it was wet paper and you know how it gets. But I did try to get my little iron out today and I took the iron and some parchment paper and I kind of went over it a little bit, tried to straighten it out. It did straighten it out some, but we're gonna try to glue it down. The white edges didn't work. Okay. Outline the bottom of Florida. Like, hey Nancy. Outline the bottom of Florida. All right, so this is what I got. Let me get it on here straight, the way it's gonna actually be. There we go. So now you see why I drew the little lines of where I knew I could draw. Okay, all right, so, y'all, this is stinking cute. And I mean, even if you just took a United States and did it this way and nothing else, like just draw you a shape on a board and paint it like this, it'd be so cute. All right, now we're gonna hope and pray that Mod Podge is gonna hold this down, so y'all are gonna know. Now you see why I did this on separate paper, because I wanted it to be like, oh, the Great Lakes, where is it? Oh, here it is, here it is. I got it. I got my little piece. Alrighty, this is gonna be the fun part. Cool with pieces of map. Lori, that would be really cool too, yes. Or if pieces of music like the Star Spangled Banner and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that this is gonna hold it down. But I'm like loading it up with some Mod Podge. So maybe after it kind of gets wet again, it'll lay flat. That's what I'm hoping. Thank you, Miss Elsie. All right, I'm sorry I'm not looking at the comments, guys. But I'm having to hurry because y'all know how this stuff is. It dries quickly. Quickly. And I'm trying to get as close to the edge as I can without it gonna be oozing into my flag. Come on, don't dry on me. Don't dry on me. All right, here we go. Okay, I got it on there now. I just got to get it down. Hey, Rhonda. Okay, now I just got to get these little... Okay, it's starting to lay flat, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I was kind of worried about it earlier today. I was like, oh, I hope this lays flat. So far, nothing is oozing. Thank you, Jane. Welcome, Tammy. If you're new, I see everybody welcoming you. You must be new. Welcome to my page. All right. Got to get my little, I got to see where my little Great Lakes is supposed to attach. My little, y'all, what'd y'all call that piece? That piece comes down right. It don't look like that. It don't look like that. Hold on. Let's do this. Oh, how in the world? That got all twisted. All right, it's supposed to be right there. Can't forget that little piece. Iron and parchment. Yes, I can do that. But for right now, it's staying pretty, it's flattened out. And I just have to keep rubbing it. But I do have my, use some hot glue on it, like on the edges down here where it's wanting to kind of do something different. This chair, I've got to put some WD-40 or something on it. It looks so good. I'm so excited. Look how cute this is. It's so pretty. And now to give you another idea, you could totally like do your board with all the book pages you could paint this piece like I did this and then lay it on top if you wanted to. That's another option. I was just trying to be all, I don't know, fancy and do something different. So, but now my big question is this. Does it need anything else? I have stamps. I have all kinds of stuff over here. Top corners. Somebody said something about the top corners. Don't you to do my funeral. Diane, what are you saying? Okay, so do I need to add anything else? That's the thing. So, or should I just stop where I am? Because I can go on and put, you know, I've got letters, I've got stamps, I've got, where are those gold transfers? But I love it, y'all, and I don't know if I should keep going. Now, Carolyn, now I wish I had a frame for it. It's just a Dollar Tree. I may have to make me a frame for it. Right, Patty? It's like, now I need a frame. I should have done a canvas, a reverse canvas. Okay, good, Debbie. Thank you. Diamond dust. Oh, yeah, diamond dusted blue. That would be really pretty. Should I stop line? Do I need to buy anything else? Leave it in frame. Okay, so I should just stop where I am because I think it looks wonderful. Okay, Ellen says stop. I do too. I mean, I could put USA, God Bless America, or something like that. But I kind of, sometimes you just need to leave it as is. Just kind of keep sticking this down. Y'all see, look, I put the little piece back. Maybe a frame. Yes, I'm gonna have to figure something out. But, ooh, what if I did this? Wait. I know what it needs. Well, let me, no, yes. I'm gonna go and, I don't think it needs it really. Didn't do that too bad of a job. Make a frame with paint sticks. Well, for right now, I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I might do that with paint sticks. But y'all know I love doing this on the edges. It just makes such a difference. You do like the blueberry flowers? Y'all can do those, I promise you can. Do it a little more right there. See? Just adds a little something to it. A little extra. But y'all, I think it looks so good. I don't think I need anything. I put that face down. I don't think I need anything else. I think, like Robin said, it'd be too busy with something else. Yes, I may have to make a paint stick frame. And they would have to probably stick off the side, because if I did them inside here, it would be really too close. So I may have to fix it to where they stick out instead of in. Yes, I love this. I think it looks phenomenal. Oh, Melissa, that would be sweet. I could put a little heart right here where I live. Shirley, that is true. It's got words and stuff all around it, so I think it would be too busy if I put like stamp stuff. But because you know, mixed media, you just continue building and textures and different designs, and you keep building and building layers. But I think I like it the way it is. Debbie, that's probably what I do, is put it in the easel. I love it. Yeah, I love doing the edges. I think it just adds a little extra touch, finishing touch. But yes, I may try to do a, welcome Renee, or is it Angela? Welcome Renee, Angela. Welcome, I'm glad you're here on my page. I hope you hang around. There's a bunch of wonderful people here, talented people too. Alan's edges done may just be enough. See, Carolyn, that's what I'm kind of saying. Make a frame from wooden stars. Oh, Elaine, that's a good idea too. Vanessa said it don't need a frame. I think it looks good too. I love it because I had plans. Y'all got this stuff all over here, scrapbook paper. I've got blingy sparkle. I got all kinds of stuff over here. I was going to do no telling what else to it. But then, you know, sometimes you get into a project and you're like, I think it's good the way it is. I don't think I need to do anything else. So it kind of speaks for itself. And then sometimes, you know, hey, LaBrisca. There's LaBrisca with My Eclectic Treasures. So if you don't follow LaBrisca, you need to go check out her page. Thank you for watching, LaBrisca. Use your cloth stamp on it. But I do. I think it's just perfect the way it is. I just love the way it looks. Now I want to do another one. But you could totally, you could do the opposite now. Since we cut this out of here, you could put this on your sign and do stripes in the background and your flowers up here and this in the middle. How awesome would that look if we did the reverse? That would look really cool. Because see, now you have this other piece that we cut out of the center to do something with. So, but as soon as I get off, I will put the, let me grab it, it's under all this paper now. I will put your template in the group, and the stars, you can, see I had stars cut out because I was going to do stars, a scrapbook paper. And then I decided to do the flowers, and it just kind of evolved from there. Thank you, Melissa. Yes, I love it too. I think it is super pretty. And the wax, I just had to trust y'all. The wax looks better since I whacked the flowers. I think it looks phenomenal. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And I hope I inspired you to do your own. Because, you know, we have the 4th coming up, this coming weekend. What, Monday? Yeah, a week from today, actually. I think it is. Arlene, yes, I could do it on the back. I could do it on the back. So cool. And Tammy just posted a link to the group. So if you're not in my free group, that's where the template will be. And you can print it out and make your own. Yeah, now I got to do something with this. And then I could put USA across here and put it on a big flag. Okay, I might have to work on that. I might have to work on that tomorrow while I'm cutting stuff. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Sharon. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And I really did have planned to do a whole lot more to this, but I just don't think I don't think I'm going to. Gail, I know, maybe I need to record it when I do it and do it like a sped up thing. That's what I need to do probably. Then y'all get to see it too. So, but thank y'all for hanging out, and I didn't think it was going to be this fast because I honestly thought I was going to do a whole lot more to it. But I love it. Y'all can do the flowers, I totally promise. So easy. Just have fun. Practice a little bit first. Night, Debbie. Yep, see you Thursday night. Thank you, Shawnee. Thank you, Tammy, for that. Thank you very much. And there's tons of older videos you can go back and watch. Lots of stuff behind me that's been done. There's 2 years worth of videos. Vicki, I took a piece of paper, 2 pieces of copy paper, and I taped them together. And then I drew out my sign, the size of my sign. And then I Mod Podged book paper all over it. And I let it dry. I did it yesterday. And I let it dry last night. See, there's the center of the paper taped together. And then I took my template and I cut that out here. And I laid it on after my paper dried. And I cut it out with an X-Acto tool and like that. And then I used that and I painted on the sign, and then I laid that and glued that on top. So that's where that came from. Barbara's mind is spinning. She's running to the craft room. Yes, that's what I need to do. I definitely got to make something with this because I love this. I mean, now you have 2 projects, and if y'all are like me, you've already got book pages or a dictionary or whatever, or scrapbook paper that you can do this with. You got the Mod Podge, you have the paint, you probably have some Dollar Tree signs or a canvas or a piece of cardboard. It doesn't matter. Nobody's ever going to know that it was cardboard or foam board, and you have everything in your craft room to make this right now, I'm pretty sure. Probably so. If you don't have navy blue paint, mix you some colors and make some. You can make some. It's just a regular piece of 8.5 by 11. Oop, stuck to my lips. And if you want to use the stars, by all means use them. I had cut some out today, and I didn't end up using them because I changed my mind and did the flowers. But you can totally use them or use them for something else. But, so anyway, so it's so simple. So you probably have everything you need to make this right now. And it doesn't, you ain't got to run out and go buy anything. Best craft ever, right? And look at it. It's so stinking cute. The link again. Oh, for the group is called, the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. I'm trying to think of a way you can find it. You can search for that, or you can go to my page. If you tap my face, okay, there's Tammy. Tammy has clicked it. She's got it right there. Oh, Diane's going to do one tomorrow. And then you can post it in the group when you get through doing it. Melissa says you can use the canvas you take off your frames. Yes. You could do it with a reverse canvas, and then you'll have a frame. Because I really didn't know it was going to look this good, y'all, or I would have done it in a frame. Thank you, Judy. It just went by, Kathy, so scroll back and you'll see it. There's Kim. Thank you, Kim. Kim just posted it too. And it just asks you a couple of questions, and then we'll let you in. Just give us a minute to let you in. And if you purchased the tree kit tonight, I'll be letting people in that group too, because I have to check, all that stuff with your email and that kind of thing. And thank you for purchasing that. Thank you, Kim. And I'm going to go, guys, but look at how cute. I'm so excited. I'm even thinking about taking my green and I don't know, I may take the little swirlies up here. Thank you, Rhonda. Charlene, you don't have a printer. Do you have a laptop? If you have a laptop or a desktop computer, download it anyway. Pull it up on your computer screen. Put your paper up against, just a regular piece of paper up against your computer screen, and then take a pencil and lightly trace out this shape on your paper. But I'm going to go to the group now, and I'm going to put this in the group so y'all can get it. Sheila, I don't know I think they're sold out, but I'm not so sure. Yes, and Dana said you can take, email this to yourself and go like to the UPS store or somewhere like that, and they will print it for you. Or if you know somebody that works in an office, they can print it for you too. So anyway, guys, I am going, and I'm going to put this in the group, the little template. So y'all will be making this. It's so cute, and people at your 4th of July get together. It's going to be like, oh, that's so pretty. So anyway, Lisa, I don't know, because I have been live, so I don't know if they're sold out or not. So I don't know. Oh, they're sold out, Robin said. Okay, then they're sold out. If it says coming soon, then they're sold out. And thank y'all for purchasing. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off, and I can't wait to see how you do yours, because I'm so excited how it turned out. Dina, I probably will cut more trees. It's probably going to be close to Christmas when I do. Oh, Charlene said, yep, you can do it with a clear placemat. Yes, and trace it on there. That would be cool. Thank you, Teresa. You've been doing a lot of printing. All right, guys. I'm going to put it in the group. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Thank you for being a part of my page and making it what it is. And I will see y'all Thursday night. And we'll see what we can come up with Thursday. Bye, guys. Love y'all.